Today, I want to talk about routines by having a not strict, but having a schedule and a routine on a daily basis. Why is it good and optimal for you, and why successful people have routines and have schedules they work based on and stuff like this. So, first of all, your body loves a routine. And oh, I forgot to mention that I'm not going to list out any routine or any schedule that you should have if you want to achieve this goal or achieve that goal. I'm not going to list out any routines in this video. I'm just going to talk about why routines are good, why you should have them, and this should be just a better thing to watch than just read some 300 page long book, which gives you this exact same information in a way. So why routines are good? So first of all, our human bodies love routine. I'm going to bring you a very practical example here. So let's just say you are a school student, and every single morning you have to go to school. Now, let's say you live, I guess, 1 hour from the school. You have multiple options on how you can get to school. So let's just say you have a bus, you have a bike, and then you also have, I don't know, a car. Perhaps sometimes your family takes you by car to school. Now, let's just say on Monday, you go with the bus, on Tuesday, and on Wednesday, and on Thursday, you go by bike. And then sometimes on Friday, you get there by your family car. Now, this example here does not have any schedule. This example here does not have any routine. And this means that every single morning, your time you spend on stuff is different. Your body always has to optimize for different scenarios. Overall, in a long-term basis, your body might somehow get used to this sort of weekly schedule, but this is a weekly schedule. So now let's just say, you imagine this. Every single morning, go to school with a bus. You know exactly when the bus is leaving. You know exactly when you have to leave the house. Every single morning it is like this, and you can structure everything else around that time. And eventually, you spend less and less energy associated with how you're going to get to school because you already know you have to just be there at this exact time, at that bus stop. You don't have to worry about, okay, when do you have to leave so I can arrive at the right time with my bike. You could do this exact same example with the bike as well. Every single morning you go to school by a bike. Now, that is more optimal than having these three options play around every single week. Because you already know what time you have to leave, you are associating less energy with the thinking process that goes alongside with how you're going to get to school and stuff like this. So, when you have a routine, when you have a schedule, your body optimizes for that schedule and that routine, which leads to less energy used for that exact thing. Another great example is sleep. When you sleep 7 hours a day, every single day for a year, you go to sleep at one time, you wake up at the other time. Then your body already blocks out like 30 minutes before you go to sleep. It already knows when you're going to sleep because this is programmed in. And so when you don't go to sleep in this exact time frame that you have always gone to bed at, you go to bed 2 hours later and you wake up and you're still aiming for 7 hours sleep. Okay, for example, before you have been sleeping 7 hours straight for every single day for a year. You have gone to bed from 11 o'clock and you've woken up at 6 o'clock. That is 7 hours of sleep. Now, let's just say you have a party and you go to bed at 1 o'clock and you think that if you sleep 7 hours after 1 o'clock, after going to bed at 1 o'clock, then everything is going to be fine. And you wake up at 8 o'clock and everything is totally fine, right? But this is wrong because since your body is programmed to go to sleep at 11 and wake up at 6, then waking up at 8 does not do or get back the 2 hours that you lost because your body already woke up at 6, woke up. at 6. So you still got 5 hours of sleep, even though you say, or it looks like you get 7 hours sleep. And this goes beyond sleep or anything else like this. This goes to your daily activities as well. If every single morning you're doing this type of work, only this type, and you're constantly doing this and this and this every single morning, then you're going to find ways to make it quicker, to make it use less energy, less time. You're, if you do one thing every single day, then you find ways to make it better. You find better ways to do it. And this is why successful people have routines, they have schedules, because they follow one strict plan every single day, because they have goals. People do not understand this, that the only way to ever achieve goals is to do something towards that goal every single day. And that is why you need a schedule. You need a schedule so you can basically, having a schedule tells you what kind of goals you have, and the list of and the list of priorities you are doing them. Since a schedule, doing something every single day will eventually get you somewhere. But if you're constantly, waking 2 hours differently, if you woke up at 8, now you're waking up at 6, now you're waking up at 7. One morning you're drinking coffee, the other one you're not. Or one morning you're scrolling social media, one morning you're jerking off the board, then you're constantly making your body adapt to these different changes, and you're constantly using energy to make the body try to optimize for whatever you're trying to do. But since your body is constantly trying to optimize, more energy is going towards optimizing it, but you're still constantly changing it, aka this is an endless circle, downwards spiral, and this is not going to lead anywhere. That's why you need a routine, a schedule based on your goals, what you want to achieve, and the overall life mission. And this is why Elon Musk has a daily schedule. This is why Jeff Bezos has a daily schedule. This is why Mark Zuckerberg has a daily schedule. And even the lower, I just mentioned to you, billionaires, but even the fucking millionaires have a daily schedule. Because when you have a daily schedule, you don't have to think so much. You can use less energy. You can focus that energy on different things. And that's what makes it so powerful. That's what makes it so powerful. So, yeah. Oh, and also, before I end of this video, is one thing. We have this amazing platform, GoFundMe, where you get your path to actually find a path to whatever you basically find a path, a foundation to whatever walk in life you want based on your circumstances, to start mastering one skill and potentially monetize that skill for free, by the way. We're not taking any from money from it. But that's one thing aside. Now, another thing that I sort of brought down an example about this already before with the sleep, but that if you have been in a routine, in one kind of routine for over a year, for example, right? It could be longer, it could be shorter, but just to say 2 weeks is already very good time to be in a routine. If you've been in a routine for 2 weeks and then you suddenly do something differently, majorly different, like I said, don't drink coffee in the morning, or you jerk off in the lunch, or whatever, then your body is going to be traumatized, or your body is going to be in this different state because it's not used to having this sort of energy or this output or this input from this difference that you've just created. And that also kind of breaks your momentum. It kind of breaks the energy cycle that you have, the optimized body state, and all these kind of things. This is why also people tell that it is easier to be in a constant motion state than doing something for a while, then stopping for, I don't know, a week, and then getting after it again. It's much simpler to do it every single day. It doesn't matter if it's on 5 minutes or 15 minutes, but if you do it every single day, then you're in this constant motion, you're in this constant routine, and your body is used to this activity or whatever you're doing, and it's already using less energy with it. don't have to think about this activity so much because it's already wired in. It's already like muscle memory. And this is why it's so powerful to have a routine and why you need a routine based on your goals. So that's it. This should help you out a lot. And check out any new other videos we have on this channel if you are interested in any kind of this topic. So this should be it. So yeah, have a nice time. Peace.